If you were not able to make it to the Jason Kenney Doug Ford rally to scrap the carbon tax on Friday, don't worry, I got you covered. I was there on Friday and had the chance to talk to both supporters and protesters alike. The evening event started out with a gaggle of protesters gathered outside who were not entirely sure what it was that they were protesting. They had one sign that said, "No Kenney, no Ford, no fascism," but even that was about as detailed as they got, so I started asking what it was that they were protesting.
I think it's that they're trying to say that if a guy's intoxicated, he can get off sexual assault.
This was the carbon tax rally, right?
I don't know. I'm just here with my partner.
Maybe this next lad?
Rallies for the carbon tax, so I'm just sort of wondering how this all sort of ties together.
I'm not going to answer those questions for you.
The rally here today is about the carbon tax.
Okay.
Do you support the carbon tax or are you opposed to it?
I'm kind of both ways because
I know what you mean. I'm going to try and tell them everything. So,
I don't know.
Sorry,
why?
The rebel? I strongly don't
That sure doesn't sound right.
I think Doug Ford is also a fascist piece of shit who's too busy snorting coke to give a crap about the constituents he represents. And if people aren't going to listen to the fact that animals are dying and icebergs are melting, then maybe they'll listen to money.
Hi Keenan, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. No, but I know you. I know that you petitioned to add. You know what? I actually don't want to be interviewed on camera.
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Everyone else at the party seemed to be much more talkative.
The carbon tax was supposed to give social license to develop pipelines, but so far it's failed miserably. So obviously it's not worth the mythical paper it's written on.
Put a stop to this endless spending in Alberta.
It's just a tax grab and social engineering and at its best for the NDP.
By the time the event started, the room was packed. Let's start with Jason.
I'm sorry, Premier, you promised the Prime Minister a job-killing carbon tax in return for pipelines. We don't have an inch of pipe in the ground. It is time to repeal Alberta's carbon tax. And even their phony green spending has vaporized. Remember the low-flow shower heads, and they were going. So you got a light bulb. Margie here got the free light bulb. She got her money's worth from the carbon tax.
Now, Jason is a good speaker. He got the crowd going, but you could tell he was just the opening act. For the first time in a long time, Albertans packed into that building like sardines, not to hear Jason, but to hear the Premier of Ontario speak. Now, that man knows his way around a crowd. What can I say?
We took that plan from one end of Ontario to the other. We went to barns and backyards, from barbecues to bingo halls, from Toronto to Timmins, from Cornwall to Kenora, and every place in between. They attack us because the other option is to talk about their record. And their record is very clear. Hiking taxes, keeping job creators out of the province, dragging their feet on energy projects like the Trans Mountain Pipeline, imposing a carbon tax on families and businesses. Oh, they're killing us all right. You're 100% right. You either support jobs, families, and hardworking people of Canada, or you support a carbon tax. But I'll tell you, you can't sit on the fence, because when you sit on the fence, you get splinters.
That sounds really familiar.
I don't know.
Someone's getting splinters. Thanks for watching, folks. If you have any protest rallies or events you'd like me to cover, drop me a line on Twitter @Economic. And if you enjoyed the coverage, please share it with your friends. I hope they enjoyed as much as I did.